Hi everyone, welcome back to my Beach Angel Tarot Shop. I'm here to do my February 2016 full moon in Virgo reading with Archangel Michael and the Romance Angels. So I am going to be using the same decks that I used in my January reading, and we're going to see what comes up from the cards. But before I start with the cards, the messages I'm getting from Archangel Michael and from Spirit as a whole, they're showing me the Four of Swords card in the tarot in my mind's eye. And for me, and what I'm getting from the energies that are coming, is all about being restful, but not only being restful, and maybe for some you're going to see a resting period, or things may be in a lull, a bit of a lull. And if that is occurring for you, just know that's a temporary state. It will continue. And these lulls and the energies, maybe in your connection or communication, are kind of necessary for everybody to regenerate their energy. So if you are experiencing that, just know that it will be temporary. Also, what I'm getting from that card is the nighttime, the dream state, and I feel that for some you may be getting very important downloads of information in your sleep time over this full moon. Be watchful for prophetic dreams. If you're in a twin flame relationship, watch for messages and dreams about your twin at that time. And if you don't dream journal, I would suggest over the full moon that you do that, because you may miss valuable messages or symbolism that's coming forth through that time. So those are the energies or the message I'm getting before we start with the cards. And I'm going to start with what needs to be surrendered over this full moon to help the energies of your love life and relationships. So I'm focusing on that in this moment. And there it is. Okay. So surrender your ego. And we see a strong man here with the blue background. So it's giving the energies of Archangel Michael just in that, because he's very strong, very powerful. And indicating cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. So I do feel that what he's indicating here over this full moon, you're going to notice, and we're seeing the masculine energy. You may see changes in the masculine, in the twin flame energy if you're in a twin flame relationship. And I don't want to just target those relationships as through the entire reading, but I'm definitely getting that vibe from in this message from Archangel Michael. You're gonna notice changes, shifts, and you're gonna see more of the change coming from the masculine and his ego. And as always, as I say, these energies are being worked. Sometimes we can see more of the negative as we're working through the energies and releasing it more into the positive. So sometimes things can kind of heat up, so to speak, around that. But we're definitely seeing an effect and a change in the masculine energies in these relationships, and as far as their egos are concerned. So that is a positive thing, because it ultimately we'll see more positivity in the aftermath of that. So that's what I'm getting from his opening message. And for everyone in general, this is a need to kind of keep your ego in check moving forward. And this is the card that's coming out, and it says you're on the right path. So we are moving on the right path. Sometimes we may feel like we've taken a wrong turn, we maybe made a wrong decision, maybe you're waiting to hear from communication, and you're thinking, you're starting to question a connection, or questioning your relationship. But Archangel Michael is indicating that where you are at is perfect, is perfectly timed, and this is the message on the card. It says, my prayers, Archangel Michael, I call upon you now. Thank you for giving me loud and clear guidance that I easily understand. Thank you for motivating me and filling me with the courage and confidence to make helpful life changes. So it's having the energy of being in the right place at the right time, and being on the right path is what he is saying with this card. So I'm going to see what comes up from this deck. This is a Colette Baron Reed deck. I do believe it's Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. And what messages? I'm going to ask specifically what we can look for, what is going to happen, what energies are going to happen over this Virgo full moon. I'm seeing these two. Transformation. There's huge transformation coming. And I feel it's all connected to the first card. This is all connected to the egos of the masculines. And remember, I'm not just pinpointing males in general. I'm pinpointing the masculine energies we all have. Even the feminine has a masculine. We have the feminine and masculine within everyone. So this can be within yourself even. And this card of being on the right path is having the courage and confidence to make healthful life changes. So this is the healthful life change on this path moving forward through this full moon. And the Death card is all about transformation and seeing a change, a definite change that comes. So there's going to be a definite transformative change. And we have the Fire Fairy, and it did come up in the last full moon reading of the January Leo, the Leo full moon, and it's repeating itself here. It's returning, and it is creative action and optimism. And because it's the Fire Fairy, I feel that it's the same energies. It's an affirmation of Archangel Michael, helping release and transform with the powerful energies of the fire, the fiery energies that he possesses to create that change. So just knowing that he's working that energy still very powerfully is what I'm getting from this. So that change is really, you're going to really be noticing that coming forward. So I'm focusing on the Anna K, and we pulled a few from the Anna K last full moon, and we're going to see what comes up. And I feel because this is number 3, 3 is all about communication for me, and I feel that you're going to maybe be noticing a difference in communication. And 3. We got 3 cards. They come out all about the same time. And we have the King of Rods. So we have that fiery masculine energies repeating itself here, coming forward. And again, it's the masculine, and with the wands it's the fiery, and this can be representative of the male and the masculine twin flame. And we're going to see where he's going. Gosh, we got the Death card again. So he's just repeating himself here. And the black and the white on this card is really showing a balance of yin and yang. So you're going to be seeing that moving forward through this. And we have the Two of Rods. And the Two of Rods in the tarot of always, it's the obvious two flames, always gives me the energy or the guidance that it is the twin flame relationship. So there's going to be a lot of transition coming from the male regarding this partnership of the Two of Rods. The Two of Rods, again, is the representation for me of the twin flame relationships in the tarot. It's one of those cards that it's the obvious two flames. Even though we're not seeing that on this picture. But what I feel is really going to be transitioning alongside of the communication, or you may see it in the communication, there's less, there's going to be less backsliding. There's going to be less, you can see, like, not knowing which direction to go. You can see him sitting here along the road. There's going to be a transformation to this. Like, I feel that some get to a point where they're just not sure, you know, just like the path. He's taking me back to this card. You're on the right path. He's sitting on the path, but he wasn't knowing which way to go. This way, that way, up or down. He's just totally confused, so he stops. You're going to see a transformation surrounding that, I feel, within the masculine. And again, that can come within the feminine because there's always that balance in everyone. But you're going to have less confusion as a whole, and as we heal each part of ourselves and the other person heals each part of themselves in that way, there's less confusion, there's less stagnation when we don't know which direction to go. And this is something that's been occurring, he's showing here on here for quite a while. This energy of going forward or backward, making progress and then stalling again, has been occurring, you know, for quite a while because it's growing something on this sign. So what he's showing that he's working forward on and continuing through these full moons, this one you're going to start to see that transformation coming from that energy of the masculine regarding this stagnation and not knowing what to do, going forward, stopping, going backward, you know, backsliding, etc. There's going to be a change coming with this. You're going to start noticing it more after this full moon. So this is what we can expect from the second full moon of the 8 that I've been shown that is going to be creating massive changes. So for those that are guided to this reading, you may be starting to notice this coming. And it starts with the ego, where we started back here. The ego can cause us to backslide, prideful energies, etc. And so everyone knows what I'm talking about with that energy. So I hope everyone has enjoyed this. I hope you have a wonderful and beautiful Virgo full moon, and do watch for my future videos. Thank you for subscribing, and I will see you soon. Angel blessings, and as always, oceans of love.